this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I am going to do a little collage in my collage book. And the idea kind of came from, if you know the gentleman Victor, who is Mr. Victor Crafter. And I kind of put my own twist on it, but I'll show you what it is in a minute here. So I've got this beautiful box that my sister gave me, and I've just got pressed flowers and fern, well, not really flowers right now, it's more ferns and leaves and things like that. And I picked out these two leaves. They've been pressed and somewhat dried. These two, I don't even know if it's the same tree or whatever, because I collected these things in different places. I'm just going to put those to the side. I thought I'd do kind of a fall-inspired collage, but I'm going to show you what I was thinking. So let me go to the page I thought that I would work on, if I can find it. This page right here. And I probably should put, hold on a second, let me reach over here. I should probably put a clip on it to at least keep this side down a little bit, and one on this side to keep this side down too. I think I'm just going to do this page, not both, not this one and that one, but we'll see. So I want to do like a fall-y theme collage, and I've got these leaves. Now what Victor did was he made like I'm going to say like a master board, but he did it with just like real small little scraps that he had in his stash. And then he cut out leaf shapes from, like he flipped it over so you couldn't see, you know, what the pattern on this side was. And he cut out some leaf shapes and made himself some fodder. And so I want to do the same thing, but I'm not using paper that is collaged. I mean, yeah, collaged. I'm using paper that some girlfriends gave me. We did a little paper swap, and I've got a couple different papers here. And I was thinking of maybe this one and this one. But the backs of these papers are fabulous. I just love the backs as well, how grungy they kind of are. And you can see there's like paint on here. You know, when we get wild with our paints, how the back sides are not safe either, you know. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to draw this one on from this piece of paper here. And let me just grab a pencil here. And I'm just going to go ahead and draw. Now, if you've got a shape like, I mean, this leaf is pretty easy because it is round, you know, the edges are rounded, but a lot of leaves are not. They have like a sawtooth edge. If you watch Victor do his, he just kind of very loosely cuts around, you know, he kind of makes the jags up while he's cutting it out. He doesn't draw them all in, or he draws them in roughly and then kind of cuts them out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one out. I think we're going to use 2 or 3 leaves. I am very blessed to live in a state that has beautiful seasons, and all of our seasons are very nice, and fall particular. We have so many different colored leaves and shapes of leaves and everything. And I really did want to, I'm sorry, I have to lean forward here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting this out here. I really wanted to get some ginkgo leaves, and I was shopping the other day, and in the shopping center there was a ginkgo tree, and there were some ginkgo leaves on the ground. And I was like, oh, well, I'm getting ready to go into the store, but when I come back to my car, I want to pick up some of these ginkgo leaves. And of course, when I got done shopping, I completely forgot. And I don't have a ginkgo, and I don't think, from walking around my neighborhood, I don't think that anybody has one here. So this is the back side of this leaf here, and then when you flip it over, you can see how pretty that is. So we're going to use that. And I love leaves that have imperfections like this little corner like that. And then let's go ahead, and of course this negative space, that'll be used in another project. I want to go ahead and use this kind of greeny, if you can see this beautiful paper here. And it's all got like kind of a metallic sheen on it. I'm going to go ahead and use this leaf here, which, like I said, I'm not sure if it is the same. See this? Ugh. This setup is still, I still said, oh, well, I'm going to try to film with my phone instead of using my camera so that I can make a different arrangement for it. But the reason I don't want to do that is because when I use my camera like this, I have a monitor that I can look in. The camera screen does flip around so I can actually see what you see. So I can see if I'm in frame or not. So there's that. So these two, now I'm just going to put them aside for a minute. And we'll cut this one out real quickly. Yeah, so it was funny. My girlfriends and I went to tea today. And earlier last week sometime I said, oh yeah, when we decided we were going to go do the tea today, there's a cute little tea room just right around the corner from me, really, here. So they came on down here, and I said, oh, well, you know, they're both very artsy and craftsy. They love the same things that I love and everything. And, you know, I've been cleaning out my craft room lately, so I've been going through all my boxes and stuff. And I came across my ginormous box of painted paper, which I love making gel prints and painty papers and everything, but I'm not always so good about using them all. So I figured, so here's this one here. And see, I really like the back sides of these too. I think that is stunning. Anyway, I assumed that my friends also had a huge box of painty papers like I did. Well, apparently neither of them did, and I sent them in a tizzy, and they were all scrambling this weekend, or both of them scrambling this weekend to make some painty papers to do the little swap, and it was only 10 pages a piece, so it wasn't that many. Now, I'm really loving the back of these papers, and I'm thinking that maybe the back of this paper, well, oh, which one? No, let's use one of these. I think what I would like to do is to do another leaf like this shape. This smaller one here. And I know you're not going to be able to see me doing this because I'm doing it too far away from me or too close to me. I'm just going to go ahead and do one more like this, and I'll show you why I think I want to do this. So anyway, we had a lovely tea, lovely time today, and I love the papers. So Barb and Virginia, thank you so much for the papers. I'm loving them. As you can see, I'm using them already. There's a cute little thrift shop, church thrift shop around the corner from the tea place, and so of course we had to go there too. And I think, ladies, do you realize that we were in the thrift shop for about an hour and a half? Just letting you know. We were at tea for about 2 hours, and then we went, and I think we were almost an hour and a half at the thrift shop. It didn't seem like it, but yeah, we were, because we like to look at everything, right? So here we go, just cutting this one out. And I know watching me cut this out is probably, you know, really boring. I'm sorry about that. Okay, that's it. That's all the cutting outing I'm going to do. Because what I was thinking of doing is just kind of offsetting that one like that to put a little background between that one and that one. But we'll see if that's what we're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and take these big papers away and my leaves away. Now, these are some painting papers from my other girlfriend. So let's see. And it just so happens that this page that I'm using for the collage, this page here is one of those books on how to do watercolor. And if you can see, the colors are like mauve and green, which are the same colors that I am using, you know, kind of the reddy mauvey and green for the leaves. So now if you don't have like your own pressed leaves or something that you, I'm just putting this here so that you don't get distracted by what's behind here, which is really bright. So I'm just going to put that there. If you don't have real leaves, you know, pressed leaves or real leaves that you can use, there's all kinds of templates for leaves and stuff that you can find online, and you can just print out a template. If I make a template offline or online, usually what I do, I print it out on computer paper, cut it out, trace it onto cardboard, and then cut it out of the cardboard, because the cardboard really holds up better to reuse, you know, if you're going to use it multiple times. I'm really liking this leaf somehow on that leaf like that. But let's move that to the side, because what we've got to do is work on the background. I really love this. I mean, really, I would do that because I love this background so much, this watercolor thing. But I'm going to use some of these papers from my other girlfriend. And I just want to figure out, because these also have, well, actually, this one has the green and red, and this one has more of a blue. I'm not sure, because this one here doesn't have any green in it, but I like it. You know what? I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and cut some off here. These were gel prints she did, and these ones she actually might have done at my house. These might have been ones she did have in her stash, because we do a lot of gel printing together. So I'm just going to cut off a piece here, and we'll just try to make some kind of collage background for the leaves to be on. All right. Maybe a little bit of this background will show through, which is fine with me because I love that paper. Now let's use this one that definitely has the green on it. Let's use some of this also. I'm just going to cut a little piece. I'm making this collage very straight edged. Most of my collages, well, most of the ones in here, you'll see I do like a lot of torn edges and something. But I think on this one, because the leaves I picked are so smooth edged, that I'm going to just use straight edge on this. Now, I can't really put, if I put these down like this, you know, and then try to put the leaves on top, the leaves are just going to get lost, I think. This big leaf, I mean, if I put it on the lighter color, it's fine, but I'm thinking what I'm also might have to do is to introduce some other color. Now, I have some book page here. You know what? Maybe I'll go rogue. Maybe I will just try to tear the book page. This is actually 2 book pages, I think. Yeah, it is. Okay. I'm going to just tear a little piece of this off. Give something behind that big green leaf to separate it a little bit from the background. But my pages aren't that big, so I have to be careful. Now, what if I put that there and then put the leaves on like that? That's kind of interesting, actually. I do like that. But I'm thinking we probably need to add a little more contrast, either behind it or here. And so what I have also is this wonderful paper that Birdie uses as her drop paper and stuff. It's some kind of paper from a planning commission or something. It looks like neighborhoods. And I just love, love, love this paper. And so I think I might, let's see, if we put this in the back, does that help to define this a little bit better? Or does that make things worse? Let's see here. I'm just trying to think, what does that look like? Okay, that looks like that. Well, let me take that away for a minute. What if I just took a smaller piece? Sometimes, you know, with collage, if you know, you have to just move things around. There's nothing, you can't really just say, put it down one way and say, okay, that's it. You know, it's good. There is going to be some flaff involved because you are going to have to make a composition that's pleasing to your eye. Now, if I do that, no, you know what? Actually, I like this paper better. I think the color goes a little, this goes with that a little bit better. And I'm also wondering, let's see here, if I put that here. But, you know, if you know how to collage or you don't like to collage, you know, obviously move on. But if you like collage or you want to do collage, sometimes it is good to look at other people's, the way they do it so that you can get some ideas. So then I'm thinking, should I put the, no, I want the red on the top for sure. Okay, I'm kind of liking this like this. Like this. So what's really bothering me now is the background. And I think that remedy for that is going to be simple. I'm just going to put that to the side for a minute. I am going to get my friend's painty paper and I'm going to use this background, a piece of this background that I cut the big leaf from. Well, look, here, look. I can just cut right up here. This is some ledger paper. And it is so smooth. It is absolutely beautiful. I should have cut a bigger piece. Dang it. Okay, hold on. Where did it go? Ugh. I really want to kind of cover that whole background now. Let's see here. So what else have I been up to? Oh, we actually had some rain the other day. We had about 5 or 6 hours of rain, which you might be thinking, so what? Well, the so what is my area has not had measurable rain since October 2nd. That is a long time to not have rain, and we were already in a drought before that. So I was so excited. It was Sunday. And, you know, every Sunday afternoon we have to go to my parents to play Mexican Train, which I enjoy. But when we were leaving, it was like 5:30 or so, and it was raining at my parents' house. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to dance in this because, it's been so long since we'd seen rain. And it rained like almost all the way home. They live about 20 miles, I guess, from me. It rained almost all the way home, and then when we got close to my house, there was nothing. The ground wasn't wet. There was no more rain coming down. Like the rain had stopped. We drove out of the rain. The ground was wet. And it was like, we're not going to get any rain. It just totally skipped my county, or my part of the county. I don't even know. My parents live in a separate county, a different county. So anyway, I was really, really bummed, and then about 7 o'clock, I heard rain. It was rain enough that I could hear it on the roof. Oh my gosh, I was so excited, and it did rain for quite a while, so that was super exciting. If you've ever been in a drought before, you totally understand. See, now I told you that I had squared off the sides and stuff. I have squared off the sides, but they're not even. Like this one is a very wonky square. This is not a a good square, but it's not torn edges, if that makes sense. So I'm going to put that one there. So if you have painty papers, like I have a million painty papers, get out some leaf templates or some kind of template that you like. You could even cut with die cuts. If you have a die cutting machine, cut some shapes with die cuts out of your painty papers and then use them and make a collage. Am I doing this wrong? Yes. Am I? No, I'm not. Okay, so let me move this one all the way here. I love these papers, are so beautiful. I mean, I could actually be totally happy leaving it like that. These are so pretty. And then I was going to put this here, and this is the one that has the ratty edges on it. So, and usually with collage, I will just use glue stick, but because I'm using painty paper with acrylic paint on it, I'm using wet glue so that it sticks, because acrylic paint has latex, which is plastic in it, and I'm not sure that a glue stick would necessarily stick to all this background here. All right, so we've got that. Now we're going to put down the big green leaf. I said I was going to keep this in here so you could see, and I don't know how that got away from me. So I'm going to put this big green leaf here. And, you know, you could always, if you wanted to edge these in black, you know, to highlight them, you could do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I will put these down, and then I will wait a day or two and go back and see, or maybe even with white, you know, do a little white border around it or something. But I just want to really enjoy the leaves the way they are for a bit. So see, this is that one side, the same paper. Now I'm using the back side of that same paper. So, you know, look at the back side of your gel prints or painty papers, because if they've got smudge paint on them, they can be art in themselves. So I'm going to put this one down, I think just like here, like that. Oh, I like that. I mean, that's really cool in itself if you look at that. But we've got that mauvey color and stuff, and I really want to bring that back. So that's why I want to layer that one on there. So, and I'm just using the white one underneath to kind of set it apart from the green, because they're two quite dark colors. Okay. And I'm just going to do it like that. Like that. Okay. So I really like that. I think that's really cool the way it is. Now, one thing I might do, okay, I told you, I think in my last video, that I had made this aged tape. But it doesn't really look that good because it's all kind of blotchy. It's not smooth like a real aged tape would look. But I think I am just going to go ahead and put some here, like I taped these leaves to the page, that they got taped to the page. And then let's just go ahead and make it look like the page got torn somewhere, like maybe somehow I got something sticky on there. Let me get that off. Let me just go ahead and maybe like right here, just put a piece going up and over like that. And I could always put a sentiment on it too. I don't, let's see here. I just want to cover my glue. I don't know if I have anything on my desk here that has words on it. I don't think I do, but what I might do then is go ahead and see if I can find a sentiment to put on there, and then that will be the picture for the thumbnail. I always forget that, the thumbnail at the beginning of the video, so you could, if you want to see what, if I find a word to put on there. But see, this is a very simple collage. It was the background paper, 2 pieces of painty paper, the book page, and 3 leaves. So that was, you know, out of the painting paper. So that's 7 pieces of paper, and then 2 little pieces of tape. And then if I use a sentiment, you know, that would be it. And you know, like I said, I've got all kinds of leaves that I had picked up, so it doesn't have to be this shape. I was just fascinated with this shape for today, and that's what I decided to use. So guys, I hope you liked this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.